IMF, World Bank has changed the way they are tackling problems in our region or in the south. There is a political willingness to give more comfort for countries in the south and more initiative and more like having this discussion equal to equal.
These countries have been arguing that whenever they get loans from these institutions, especially the IMF, the interest rates are so high compared to developing nations. So the argument has always been something that is relatively fair to all. Is this something that can be accomplished in these meetings taking place in Morocco?
Well, that's a very good point, Paul, because as you know, the interest rate translate the risk of the country. Let me give you an example about Tunisia. Tunisia is in dire need of money, international financial help. So they went to Afreximbank, and the interest rate was 10.24%, which is pretty much high. I don't think that IMF interest rate is the problem. The problem is the willingness, the political will to implement reforms.
As an economist, what needs to be done? How can these African countries that are advocating for their voices to be heard or equal opportunity or being seated at the table where these decisions are made?
This is a very good question. I'm afraid I don't have a magic answer to that. Let me tell you that I've been for a long time advocating for free trade and regional integration in Africa. We have a great opportunity with the African Continental Free Trade Agreement that could allow African countries to look for additional trade instead of additional financial aid. All the efforts must be made towards facilitating trade and facilitating having or how to exploit trade opportunities within Africa or with other major partners.
There are people who have suggested, for example, that having these meetings on the African continent is a great idea. But does it translate to something tangible for the ordinary folks in sub-Saharan Africa, in North Africa?
I don't believe so. I think that this is more symbolic than anything else. It will be useful to put the spotlight on Moroccan issues and Moroccan problems following the earthquake, which is good. But I don't think that it is a panacea. It will solve African countries' problems. It is more. It's deeper than that.